everybody. Welcome to Astro Reads with Amazon. I am Amazon, and today we are doing the June reading for Leo. So, let's just jump into things, right? I am using my Modern Spellcasters Tarot deck for the primary deck, and then I'll be using the Mermaid Tarot deck to clarify. And then I will be using the Crystal Medicine Oracle deck at the end to give us some last minute advice. I hate naps. But yeah, let's get started and see how June has been for Leos and what else is left in store. And this is, of course, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on with Leos in the month of June? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see. What's going on with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus during the month of June? Ooh, okay, lots of things came out. I'll take all of them. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So, the first card that came out was the Magician. So you might have Virgo or Gemini placements. This is, I believe, Virgo's card, but also Mercurial energy. So that's why I said you might have Virgo or Gemini placements. You might be working closely or be around someone with Virgo or Gemini placements. But, manifesting. You've been putting in work to really make some changes for yourself. And with changes, there comes discomfort because, being a fixed sign, it's difficult to change up. It's difficult to let go of what you're comfortable with and what you're used to, right? But there are ways that you wish to grow. There are ways that you wish to see yourself in a new light, doing new things or doing just better for yourself. And, that can be a little unsettling with the Chariot here in reverse. This is Cancer's card. You might be feeling unsettled emotionally because, there are new changes, or you are recognizing that there are certain things that you can no longer hold on to. And, there's a decision that you have to make, and that's what the Two of Swords is here to say. You have come at an impasse with yourself, really, and it's time to make the choice. Picking your difficulty. Are you going to choose the difficulty of moving forward and doing this new thing and embracing change, or are you going to pick the difficulty of resisting change and staying set in your ways despite how you wish to grow? And then here with the Nine of Cups in reverse, this is also just saying that your ideas of what fulfilled you or what made you feel good are changing. And again, it can be kind of unsettling, and it might make you want to still hold on to things. It might make you still want to grasp what's familiar, and sometimes what's familiar is not always best for us. And that's what I feel with the Devil here coming up. This is Capricorn's card. So you might be dealing with Capricorns, or you have Capricorn placements, but don't allow what's familiar to keep you stuck, right? Because if you look at this card, these two people are chained to the Devil, but one is chained by flowers, and the other one's chains, I believe, can be unlocked still, but they're just choosing to be there, right? So it's up to it. You have this choice that you have to make. Are you going to choose, like I said, resisting the change that needs to happen, resisting the change that you say that you want for yourself. Are you going to rise to, ooh, sorry, gnats. Are you going to rise to the occasion and, really move with this flow of change that's coming in for you? At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ace of Cups. And, typically the Ace of Cups can be read as, a new love interest. And sometimes, that may be true for some of you. But I really think this is more about how you love yourself and what loving yourself looks like for you. There's going to be new things, new ways, new methods of loving yourself. And you are understanding those new methods and new ways. Again, so that's why with this Chariot here in reverse, it can be a bit unsettling. And also with the with the Devil here, it can make you want to stay close to what's familiar and resist the change that's happening, because this change requires it requires you to rise to the occasion and maybe abandon certain things or whatever the case may be, and that can be unsettling and make you want to stay where you're at because of the fear of embracing this new kind of unknown thing, and also the fear of what you'll lose to replace this, or what you'll lose that will be replaced by this newness, right? So Leo, as much as you know what you like and you know why you do what you do and you are set in your ways for your reasons, there are also reasons to not be set in your ways. There are also reasons to go with the flow, and it's important that you understand that exists too, and it's important to embrace that as well. Alrighty? I know, Leo, you don't like being told what to do. And I get it, because as a Capricorn, I don't like being told what to do, especially if you've never done this before. But, some things we have to change. Some things we have to take a back seat on and allow to unfold. So let's see what's happening in love for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First, I'm going to start with the single and dating Leos. See what's going on for y'all in love. See what else is popping up, right? Let's see. What is going... Oop. Cards fell out my hand. What is going on for single and dating Leos in their love lives? Let's see. What is going on for single and dating Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do single and dating Leos need to be aware of in regards to their love life? Ooh, that jumped out. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, not bad. The first card that came out was the Five of Swords in reverse. This is a great card because I feel like this is always when you are reaching a point of understanding what battles to fight, right? Five of Swords, when it comes up upright, is usually like getting into um, kind of petty arguments, being vindictive, being rude with your words, and like I said, getting into arguments that don't really need to happen. You know, sometimes being a little defensive and trying to, you know, be, I guess, belittling or demeaning. You know, like again, very petty. So when this comes up in reverse, I feel like this is just very much a move away from that, not having to jump at everything, not wanting or needing to jump at everything because it's not hitting you in a way that makes you want to, um, you know, come for somebody. Um, and that's a great thing because, you know, as you're dating or just, you know, being single, it's important to know like where to direct your energy for real, because you're a little bit more receptive, and open to other people, because you're not in a committed thing. So, you know, you have a lot of freedom with it, with yourself and with your energy, but then, you know, you also have to be aware of what is coming to you because of that. And I feel like, you know, with this Five of Swords in reverse here, you're just like, yeah, no, I don't have the time for like any kind of pettiness. You don't have the time to like, um, you know, engage in, like I said, meaningless like conversation and meaningless like confrontations. It doesn't, it doesn't really, or not even meaningless, but like just small, you know. And of course, small things can grow into big things. But you know, you are recognizing that you don't want to put your energy into these like getting super angry or super emotional or vehement about like whatever, you know, small little things may pop up. And then we have the King of Wands after that as, you know, things to be aware of. So, you know, Leo energy is very magnetic, and being a magnet, you attract good things and you also attract not good things. And it's important to be aware of your magnetism in that way. And again, knowing not to engage in like pettiness, um, because that can still happen to, you know, people can still bring those things to your doorstep. And it's because, you know, they see and feel this energy and they either want it for themselves and are envious that they can't do it for themselves, so they're trying to bring you down to their level, right? Like we saw with the devil, in the spread prior to this. Um, so be aware of your magnetism in the way that, um, you know, you're going to realize that you really have to monitor the the way you direct your energy, and also monitor like, you know, how you feel around people and what they do for you as energetically, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, do you find yourself anxious around them, do you find yourself relaxed around them, do you, you know, these things are things that you have to consider, you know, paying attention, listening to what people are saying to you, and doing around you, with you, all of those things. But, you know, you'll, of course, will be feeling very sexy. You'll be feeling very free and glowing as you do, Leo, right? So make sure that with all of this shine and with all of this glow, that you are being smarter about where you direct your energy, into what and into whom you direct your energy as well, right? Because at the bottom of the deck we have the World here, and I believe this is Saturn. Yes, Saturn. Saturn's card. So, you know, cycles, right? You're starting new cycles. Start the new cycle of not just jumping into something because it's exciting, but you really don't know the person, or jumping into things because of, it helps you forget maybe certain things that you don't want to remember or feel. Um, Again, just having that better discernment, create these new cycles of um, better energy expenditure, right? Oh, excuse me. So, let's see what's going on for Leos in relationships, committed Leos. What is going on in your love lives? Leos in relationships. Let's see. What's going on for committed Leos in their love lives? Okay. And what do committed Leos need to be aware of in their relationships? Let's see. Alright, well, only the Ace of Wands here wants to come out, so let me see. If there's anything else, I'll take that one. Alright. Okay. It's not bad. Ooh. This is an interesting mix of cards here. So, for my Leos that are in relationships, the Ace of Wands in reverse came up here. So I feel like there might be maybe a decrease in intimacy or romance. Maybe even a decrease in like your self-esteem or your partner's self-esteem, and confidence. I'm not sure what happened, but it feels like there's something that like kind of triggered that. I'm not exactly sure. So my leg is falling asleep. Ooh. Okay, it's tingly. I'm not sure if there was something that happened within the relationship that caused this, or if there's something outside of the relationship. Uh, it's possible that it could be like, whatever it is that you're doing creatively, because Leos are very creative, and very passionate about the things that they do. Maybe that might not be working out right now, and so it's having a little bit of an effect on the dynamic of your relationship, and then that's where the decreased like self-esteem comes from, the decreased maybe intimacy and romance comes from, right? And then we have the Seven of Cups here right after that. So this card usually comes out when there is either options, right? Or if there is maybe even illusions or delusions that are kind of present in your life right now, whether it's something that you are deluding yourself from, or somebody is not being completely clear, something is not completely clear, and it doesn't look or it isn't what it looks like, right? So I feel like with this card here, with the Seven of Cups, it almost feels like you're unsure how to feel, or that there's a lot of feeling. So it's like you're kind of being pulled in a bunch of different directions, and it's hard to see. And with Neptune is now in retrograde in Pisces, which is its ruler, or which it rules, excuse me. So there's going to be some things that were not clear and now they're going to become clear. There may be other things that, like I said, you thought it was this, but it was actually this. It looked one way, but it was actually this way. I feel like there might be unearthing of emotions that maybe weren't necessarily understood or perceived to be what they were, and now it's kind of coming out and they are. And that can leave things kind of up in the air. And so I feel like for Leos that are in a relationship, certain things are kind of up in the air right now. But I will say at the bottom of the deck here we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is Jupiter's card. And the Wheel of Fortune, with this being the overall energy of this spread for committed Leos, the wheel is turning for you. So there may be something where, like I said, you see something for what it really is, or you see that, you have these options and that there's a choice to make. And that choice is going to put you where you need to be, right? It may not feel the best if it's a difficult choice to make, but it is going to put you where you need to be with the 10 of Wands, or with the Wheel of Fortune here, right? 10 is the number 10, the number of completion. So if there was something that was kind of not fully being understood, or again, something was missing, it's going to complete. It's going to come to its end, and you'll be able to see that and move on to the next thing. Yeah. The Empress in reverse right after that. It's, again, I feel like it was something going on that was kind of stifling you, or kind of took a blow to your confidence. You or your partner have taken a blow to your confidence. It's been harder to create. It's been harder to be inspired, and even harder to feel sometimes. Feeling intuitively blocked. That blocks creativity as well. So, like I said, because of this Ace of Wands in reverse here, you might have been feeling maybe discouraged, uninspired, something along those lines, and it's affecting kind of the nature of your relationship as well. So be honest with your partner and talk about these things. If they have a role in this feeling, be honest about that too. Okay? Alrighty. So lastly, let's get into career and finance. What's going on for the lovely Lions, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, in their career and finance. What is going on for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus with their finances and their careers? Let's see. What's going on with Leos and their finances and careers? Okay, take that. And how can Leos establish a better relationship with money? That's interesting. All right. Hmm. Okay, so the first card that came out was Judgment in reverse. Um, I think there are times where you are unsure of the risks that you need to take, or you might be afraid of those risks, and you might spend time kind of like mulling it over and over and over, or um, trying to figure out why it's so difficult to um, maybe make this choice, or do this thing, or take the first steps for this, and you kind of come down really hard on yourself. um, so the judgment in reverse here is really to remind you that um, it things are a process, and you're not always going to make the right choices. You're not always going to invest properly. Um, you're not always going to also have a good judgment of someone else's character, and you might sometimes make a decision that ends up backfiring on you, and that's okay. You have to give yourself that margin of error for you know maybe not always making the best decision, or um, not always having all the information that you need, right? um, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean that what you want to do, that it's not ever going to work. That just means you have to take a little bit more time in understanding what is needed to accomplish this. And part of that also means, not judging and not being so critical of others, and reaching out for help when you need it, right? Not being so proud, Leo, not being so proud, and suffering in silence and struggling in silence when you need help. Um, or when you just don't understand something and you need more information, or you need somebody to show you the ropes in certain things. Um, and the ways that you can better your relationship with money is to go back and see, like, you know how does your relationship with money and your career make you feel, right? Where did those structures begin? Where do they kind of maybe set triggers off, and how does that make you feel? And based on those feelings, what decisions do you make because of that, and how does it affect your money? How does it affect your career choice, right? This feels like, to me, like, it's difficult to work on things that don't necessarily fulfill you, right? It makes it, but because of the stability it provides, it makes it hard to walk away. And so there comes a point where you have to um, really see if you can bet on yourself, and again, what that means, not judging yourself so harshly, or making it seem like, you can't do this unless you have X, Y, Z. Like, sometimes you won't have all the parts there, and sometimes you have to take that risk and see where things can go for you, and allow yourself to release results and outcomes as things are unfolding, because you really don't know um, which way things will sway. All you can do is increase the likelihood of things working out for you in specific ways by taking specific action, right? And being intentional about that action, and why you're taking that action, right? So, um, you know, think about the ways that you are investing in yourself, investing your money and your time, and what you want to accomplish, and how you can invest in yourself to accomplish those things. Um, I want to get a little clarity on this Eight of Cups, though, because it is just a little like, I feel like there's more here, and it's kind of not making sense to me right now. So let's see. Tell me more about this Eight of Cups in reverse. Tell me more about this Eight of Cups in reverse. I'll give it one more shuffle. Tell me more about this Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so, this feels like, again, understanding how your emotions can dictate your career and financial decisions, or even just when it comes to what you view as stability and what that means to you. I feel like that might be changing, and it's, again, difficult to deal with that change. It makes it hard to kind of have this faith in yourself as far as the ideas that you come up with, or what it is that you are looking to provide or produce. I feel like this Knight of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Eight of Cups in reverse, has to deal with a confidence thing, and remembering like who you are and your abilities. So don't forget, like, you're talented. Don't forget that you have skills and they're useful, and you can really do great things with them. But checking your intentions of why, checking how certain goals and decisions that you have to make are making you feel, and how they dictate the decisions that you make for your business, for your career, and for your finances. Okay, Leos? Okay. And lastly, we are going to get some advice from the Crystal Medicine Oracle deck to finish off this reading. So, is there any advice and any last messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Any advice or last messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Ooh. So 2 cards here. Okay, let's see if one more wants to come out. Ooh, okay. 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 The first card that came out was Beauty. The number here is 3. The totem is Autumn. And the stone is, what's this say? Udilite. I probably mispronounced that. But beauty. Seeing the beauty in everything is not always easy. But I do feel like that sometimes, Leo, you do forget to see the beauty in everything, because it's not, because it doesn't always look or feel beautiful in the moment. Leo being the ruled by the sun, shining brightly, putting, illumination, all of those things, you understand that as beauty. But sometimes it's hard to see beauty when the light isn't as bright and you can see, certain things, or there's more shadows around now, right? Um, Understand that there is beauty in all things because of its connectedness and because of the impact that it has on you and the impact that you put out and can have on the world. You can also add beauty, as you often do. And so it's just important to remember to see that within yourself and also see that outside of you. Spending more time in nature is a great way to bring back that appreciation for the beauty in everything. Um, of course, being around friends, like true friends, being around family and people and environments that fill you up can help you remember the beauty of things, remember the beauty that's within you. And then, the number 3 here in numerology, that's communication, that's creativity. Embrace the creativity, embrace speaking up and telling people how you feel, and showing love and appreciation. After that, we have initiation. The totem is the sacred site. The crystal is phenacite, and the number is 16, which breaks down to a 7. So, coming to that place where, like I said, when you see the beauty in everything, then you're able to see the connectedness in everything. And that's what the number 7 is about, right? Seeing the beauty in the physical and the metaphysical, and understanding the ways that they play, or the ways that they work with each other, right? Not play upon each other, but work with each other. And that happens within you too. And you have the power to do that for yourself as well. So start, initiate, right? Start. You can do that for yourself. You have that power. We all have that power for ourselves. And, Spirit is here to remind you that you have the power to do that as well. And then lastly, we have divine feminine. The totem is the moon. The crystal is black moonstone, and the number is 10, which breaks down to a 1, right? So the moon is representative of emotion. Femininity is a representative of receptiveness and intuition, right? So again, having to sometimes slow down and really think about how we feel and why we feel this way and where things are coming from. So then we're able to release them and clear space for what it is that we do want within our lives. So Leo, take that time with yourself, and don't run from your shadows. Don't run from the discomfort. Don't run from maybe even the pain of having to choose your difficulty, right? Because all of that is information for you, and all of that is opportunity for you to, opportunity for you to grow. Alrighty, Leos, I hope this resonated. Let me know. Leave comments, like and subscribe, share with the homies, and book a reading with me if you're interested. My readings are open. I do personal readings. So I'm here for y'all. Thank you for the support, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.